What's up, folks? It's your bro, Rich here. Today, this video is now part 2 on the Chevy El Camino. And today in this video, I am now doing the next part, which is now the Gen 2 El Camino. So Gen 2 El Camino from 1964 to 1967. Okay, so before I get started, make sure you all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. So like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit that notification bell, and hit all so you're going to make brand new uploads. Okay, so without any further ado, let's begin. So the Gen 2 El Camino from 64 to 67. Here we go. So, overviews first, let's do it. So, model years is obviously from 64 to 67. Assembly is at the, so we got 5 assembly points. So, the first one is at the Baltimore Assembly in the most popular city of Baltimore in the state of Maryland. Then we got number 2, which is the Fremont Assembly in the city of Fremont, Fremont, Alameda County, California. So Fremont, Alameda County, California. Say California. So this is at the Fremont Assembly at Fremont, Alameda County, California. The next one is the Lakewood Assembly from Lakewood Heights. So Lakewood Heights. So the next one is the Lakewood Assembly at Lakewood Heights, Atlanta, Georgia. And then we got the Leeds Assembly in Leeds, Kansas City, Missouri. And last but certainly not the very least, we got is the Van Nuys Assembly in Van Nuys, so in the neighborhood of Van Nuys, in the central region of San Fernando Valley in Los Angeles, California. So Van Nuys, California. So at the Van Nuys Assembly. Body and chassis next. The platform is an A body, and it's related to the Chevy Chevelle. Powertrain is next. For the engines, we got 6 engines. So 3 of them are inline 6s, and the other 3 are V8s. So for the inline 6s, we got a 3.2 liter 180. So 3.2 liter 194, 3.8 liter 230, and a 4.1 liter 250. It's all 3 for inline 6s. And for the other 3, for the V8s, we got 2 small block V8s, which is the 4.6 liter 283, and the 5.4 liter 327. And we got one more V8, which is now the big block V8, the mighty 6.5 liter 396. Say 396. Transmissions, we got 2 manuals and 1 automatic. So we got both a 3-speed and 4-speed manual, and we got a Power Glide 2-speed automatic. As for dimensions, not much out there, just a wheelbase at 2,921 millimeters, dead on approximately 115 inches. Okay, next. Okay, so the next one we got is the oh, hold on. Let's continue. So, Chevy sort of Gen 2 El Camino from 64 to 67. So, Chevy reintroduced the El Camino 4 years later. 4 years later, based on the mid-size Chevelle, the 64 model. So 64 model was similar. So the 64 model the 64 model was similar to the Chevelle two-door wagon, forward on the B pillars. So forward on the B pillars, and carried both Chevelle and El Camino badges. But Chevy marketed the vehicle as a utility model, and the Chevelle's most powerful motors weren't available. Initial motor offering Initial motor offerings included inline sixes of between 3.2 and 3.8 liters, so 184 and 230 cubic inches. So 194 and 230 cubic inches, with horsepower ratings of between 120 to 155 horsepower, respectively. The standard V8 was a 4.6 liter 283 Chevy small block with a 2-barrel carburetor and 195 horsepower, with optional engines including a 220 horsepower small block 4.6 liter V8 with both 4-barrel carburetor and dual exhausts, added to the El Camino's option list during the course of the 64 model year. So during the course of the 64 model year were two versions of the 5.4 liter 327 small block V8, rated at between 250 to 300 horsepower. The latter featuring a higher compression ratio of 10.5 to 1, larger 4-barrel carburetor and dual exhausts. So larger 4-barrel carburetor and dual exhausts. El Caminos also featured air shocks in the rear, as well as fully boxed frames. The shocks were continued over all generations. The frames only through 67. Okay, next one we got is 1965. So the 65 El Camino received the same facelift as the 65 Chevelle, with a more pronounced V shape front end, and a higher performance L79 version of the 5.4 liter small block 327 V8. So 327 V8, rated at 350 horsepower. Pretty good, 350 horsepower. It's like 100 more than a 1971 or 1972 Buick Riviera boat tail. Now only has 250 horsepower from a 454 7.5 liter V8 motor. Which also 7.4 7.5 liter 7.4 7.5 liter V8s. Anyway, the 65 El Camino received the same facelift as the 65 Chevelle, with a more pronounced V-shaped front end and a higher performance. So, more pronounced V-shaped front end and a higher performance L79 or L79 version of the 327 small block 5.4 liter V8 rated at 350 horsepower that are also available in Chevelles. Most of the other motors were carried over. Most of the other motors were carried over from 64, including the 3.2 and 3.8 liter turbo thrift inline sixes, the 195 horsepower. So the 195 horsepower, 4.6 liter turbo fire V8, and the 5.4 liter turbo fire V8s of between 250 to 300 horsepower. The next one we got is 1966. So in 66, GM added a so in 1966, General Motors added a 6.5 liter, so 6.5 liter, sorry about that, 6.5 liter, 396 V8, to the lineup, rated from 325 to 375 horsepower. 50 horsepower difference there. The 65 5.4 liter 327 would run low 15s in a quarter mile, somewhere like 90 miles an hour, while 66 to 69 models were easily into the mid to upper 14s. New sheet metal highlighted the 66 El Camino, identical to the Chevelle. A new instrument panel with horizontal sweep speedo was featured. Inside, the standard version featured both a bench seats interior and rubber floor mat. From the low line Chevelle 300 series, while the Custom used a more upscale interior from the Chevelle Malibu with plusher cloth and vinyl or all vinyl bench seats and deep twist carpeting. A tachometer was optional. Alright, last one, and I'll end it there for now, is 1967. I'll be back. It's gonna be a drink coming back. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so the last one I'll do, and then I'll end it there for now at least, is 1967. So the 67 El Camino. So the 67 El Camino followed the Chevelle's styling facelift with a new grill front bumper. So with a new grill front bumper and trim. Air shocks remained standard equipment on the El Camino. So El Camino, allowing the driver to compensate for a load. The 67 model year also brought both the collapsible steering column and options of both brake rotors and the 3-speed um, turbo hydromatic or turbo hydro 400 automatic gearbox. It was the second year. It was the second year. The 396. So the L35, L34, and L78. Got it in order. So could have done that in order. So L34. So the L34, L35, and L78. There we go. Much better. So it was the second year, the 396. So the L34, L35, L34, L35. So yeah, L34, L35, and L78 could be had in the El Camino. Both 13480, 300 deluxe base, and 13680 Malibu series. So 13680 Malibu series. Since the L35, um, since the 6.5 since the 6.5 liter since the 6.5 liter so since the 6.5 liter 396 L35 325 horsepower 325 horsepower V8 was the base for the SS396 series. The number of L35s reported sold reported sold sold by Chevy in 67, so 2,565 were sold in one of the two. So were sold in one of the two El Camino series, which were the only other series the motor could be ordered in. Since both the 350 horsepower L30, so since both the 350 horsepower L34 and the 375 horsepower L78 were available in either El Camino series, as well as the two SS396 body styles. There's no way of knowing how many of these optional motors went to which body style. Chevy, however, does report 17,000 17,176 L34s and 612, so 17,000 176, so 17,176 L34 and 612 L78s. So L78 options were sold in 67 Chevelles, but there's no breakdown of body styles. So for 17, it sounds like I'm saying 70, so I have to say it slower because it sounds like I'm saying 70, which kind of almost sounds the same, but not really. So Chevy does report 17. There we go. 17,176 L34s and 612 L78 motor options were sold in 67 Chevelles, but there's no breakdown of body styles. The three-speed TH400 auto, so automatic, was now available as an option. So RPO M40 with the 396 6.5 liter V8 in both, so it's a big block in both the SS396 series and the 396 equipped El Caminos. The three speed manual re, the three speed manual the three speed manual remained the standard gearbox so standard gearbox with a heavy duty RPO M13. So RPO M13. Supposedly there would be a heavy duty rear axle. I'm not too sure, but supposedly it might be. Also available along with the two speed power glide automatic. So with the two speed power glide automatic in either M20, so in either M20 wide ratio or M21 close ratio, so close ratio four speed gearboxes, so four speed manuals. Okay, so although there was, so last part, and I'll do the production numbers and I'll end it there for now at least. Although there wasn't actual so although there wasn't an actual although there was no actual factory El Camino SS, so SS stands for Super Sport, until 1968. Many owners have cloned 67 SS 396s using both 67 Chevelle, so 67 Chevelle, so 67 Chevelle SS 396 badges, so 396 badges and trim. Okay, so last up is production numbers, and I'll end it there for now. Okay, so this is for the model years between 64 and 67. So in 1964 they sold 32,548. So in 64. In 1965 they sold 34, so 34,000 724. In 1966 they sold the most amount, 35,119. And last but certainly not the very least is 1967. They sold 34,830. So 34,830. So add all those up, it's gotta be at least 135 to 140,000. At least. So between 135 and 140,000. At least. So maybe a bit lower, a bit higher, I don't know, but at least something or somewhere around that region. Okay. So that will be it for now. So for my next El Camino, El Camino video will be about the Gen 3 El Camino from 1968, say 1968 to 1970, 1972. So between nine, so for my next El Camino video will be about the Gen 3 El Camino from 1968. So from 1968. So from 1968 to 1972. Okay, so that'll be it. For now at least. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe. Comment down below. Comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so you're alerted of when I make brand new uploads. Okay, so that'll be it. For now at least. I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you guys. I can't even talk. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe. Have a great day. So stay safe. Stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So take care, folks. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.